2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And now the Washington Wizards starters. We've got Corey Kispert. Marvin Bagley is out there with Sarr. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Rockets, we've got Aaron Holiday. Tari Eason is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Sengun in at the 5. And unfortunately for these teams, Clark, they've both been hit with the injury bug.
You never like to see that, B.A. You never want to see teams less than full strength. But you know what? Sometimes it's somebody else's opportunity in these kinds of cases. Let's see if somebody else can really seize the opportunity they're going to get.
Now here's Holiday. Pass to Sengun. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Defense on top of Sengun inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
McCollum, the pass to Middleton. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. Here's Kispert. And there's the rejection.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Sengun getting it done.
Eason, good. Here's McCollum. 20 seconds left in the first. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Houston up by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
3.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here's Carrington. So on the floor for the Wizards. George out there with Sarr. Then it's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Johnson. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. Here's Okogie. Off target from three-point range. Here's Sarr. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Carrington. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Okogie. Durant for 3. KD splashes the triple.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Here's Carrington. From downtown. He can't hit that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
3.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And trying as they might, they couldn't. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Alperen Sengun out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Aaron Holiday. And it's Thompson in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Count it.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Sengun against Bagley. The kick to Durant. Thompson passes to Eason. Clock at 6. Blocked! And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Finney Smith comes in for Durant. Washington trailing. Outside Whitmore. For the tie. The shot comes out.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Rockets ahead, up 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The lead is 2. On the court for Washington. Cam Whitmore out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Kispert in at the 2. Now here's Middleton. Here's Bagley. Money! And tie game! Huge basket right there!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. In for Washington. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Wizards on offense to take the lead. Yes! And the foul!
Sounds good.
It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Let's look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Thompson. and misses it off the right side of the rim. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday passes to Thompson. Here's Holiday. McCollum defends. Crowd watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Washington ball.
Washington picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is